final on Lilly Munster, our 3D printed figurine. She was downloaded from Cults 3D, and I love that website. I buy a lot of stuff from them. I like their stuff. It's good quality files, and the artists that are on there, they don't charge a whole lot for their work, I don't think anyway. I think it's reasonable compared to prices of model kits these days. I don't think the guys that are on there selling their work is, I think they're very competitive, and it's just a great site. Anyway, that's where Lilly came from. She's printed at 100%, so that makes her 1/6 in scale. It's definitely time for more coffee. Just a great little figurine. She's cute, something the whole family can enjoy. Her tits ain't hanging out everywhere. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but sometimes you just want something a little more family friendly, you know. Anywho, here she is all finished up. I'm not going to talk too much about her because you've seen a lot already. You know the colors I used on her dress. We finally got her face finished. I'll see if I can zoom in. Hopefully I won't blur the camera. We'll give it a go. We'll do it slow here, so just bear with me. So I can try to keep this thing in focus. Seems like if I don't zoom in too fast, she stays in focus. That's about as close as I'm going to get. Okay, so there's her face. We used Archer decals on the eyes. Those are 5mm eyes in blue-gray, according to the internet. Yvonne had blue-gray eyes, so I went the same color. We used dark cherry on her lips, black fingernails on her hands. I don't know if you can see the fingernails or not. Yeah, you can see them. Let me raise this up a little bit. The necklace is gold plating from Plaid, or Plaid, I mean. It's a great paint. I love that stuff. It's pricey, but it's worth it in my book because it looks just like gold plating. Her traditional bat necklace that she wore even when she wasn't in on the set. She wore it. I saw a few interviews with her where when she was in her 70s or 80s, that she was still wearing the bat necklace, which I thought was pretty cool. The stripe on her hair, I only put one stripe in, and the reason why I did that was because I noticed on a lot of screen captures and publicity photos that sometimes that second stripe in the back was missing. Sometimes it was there, sometimes it wasn't. And I kind of like it with just the one stripe anyway. It's kind of her trademark look. And even that front stripe varied in location and also varied in intensity. Sometimes it was like here where it was really in her face. And other times it kind of buried it in her black wig that you could barely see the white. It almost looked like she just had a black wig on. But I just went with the traditional one stripe in the front. And it's kind of her trademark look. And I just wanted to copy that. So that's what we did there. And then I went over her flesh with a green pastel chalk because she did have just a bit of a green tint to her. And I don't know if it can show up on the viewfinder because it's a subtle green. You can definitely see it in person, but I don't know if the camera can pick it up. But anyway, her face, her arms, and a little bit on her chest here, it has a bit of a green tint to it. So yeah, we just did that. And we did add, I wanted to mention the sleeves. I forgot about the sleeves. As you can see, her sleeves look kind of pearlized, and that's because, according to the auction house that put her dress up for sale, the sleeves had silver fabric over the lilac, and it gave us just the sleeves kind of a shimmery kind of look. So I used this stuff right here, the Liquitex iridescent medium over just on her arms to get that pearl look. So that's what we did there. Spot, I was going to dull coat him, but I left him satin. I just kind of liked him looking more satin than flat. Lily we dull coated. She's got a coat of Krylon dull coat, flat acrylic. But I left Spot satin. I just kind of like the satin look on Spot, so we just left the little guy satin. Nameplate I made and painted, that's that folk art color shift paint. Goes from green to yellow depending on how the light hits it. Of course the camera's sitting higher, so it's not going to color shift a whole lot. But there she is, Lilly Munster and Spot. And the base, I decided, after looking at numerous pictures of the interior set of their house. The house, the outside of the house was Victorian style, and so was the inside. The inside they had more or less a Victorian decor, unlike the Addams family, where their house was more eclectic, kind of like a museum, a collection of things. But the Munster's house was a little bit more Victorian. They had some oddball stuff in there, but it was really more Victorian. So that being said, I found a picture of the entryway where the grand staircase was, where Spot lived underneath there. And it was a wooden floor, but it had this huge Victorian pattern throw rug in the front, and that's what I did here. I found a Victorian carpet, the pattern there, and printed it the size, and we just put a round Victorian rug below a Spot and Lily. And the base is a dark cherry too, kind of looks like mahogany. So I kind of went with a Victorian kind of style looking base to kind of match the house. And I believe that is it. Alright guys, that is it for Lilly Munster. Our next thing up on the table here will be that cougar, where the Cancer Awareness Group build. We're going to build that, we're going to copy the Nitty Gritty Kitty Hot Wheel, and we're going to make it 1/25th scale, and I think it'll be fun. Alright guys, that's it. Take care. We'll see you.